So I won't say like why there should be regulation. Pretty much, senators and congressmen have been elected by people to they actually have like the people's consent to, and more than likely a bigger interest in helping the country as a whole than any private institution, because the private institution their goal is, they're supposed to get, they do have some consent in the fact that if they're selling a service, they need the person's consent to take money from them. But if they're just monopolies, uh, and there is enough competition, and even if there is enough competition, they still have the incentive of just taking. They don't necessarily have to follow what you say. If they have enough economic force, they could just force you to deal with whatever circumstance they want, even if it goes against the general interest of the entire population. And that's the problem with capitalism. It doesn't necessarily always help the individual, especially if there's monopolies. And monopolies, I mean, they really need to be busted up. Like, I'll tell you right now, I'm having to deal with like Apple is like, they used to be, I used to like them, but the thing is, Google started abusing me for some scam that they wanted to propagate. And then other people started getting in on it. Amazon started getting on it. Uh, Microsoft started getting on it. And then finally, Apple is now crumbling. And to the pressure, they're being douchebags. I don't know why. It's because, like I said, big tech. But I basically, I didn't mean them though. But they're so trigger happy to just screw me over the smallest thing that I'm like, okay, you know what? These guys are just erratic dumbasses. They they're incompetent. They're acting like women before birth control. Uh, they're just stupid, And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to remove myself from any of these big tech platforms and devices, like like I I'm buying a GPS. It's supposed to come in mail. Um, and I won't have to use the GPS of Google or Apple. There's ways, but it's probably gonna backstab me anyways because it's running on an Apple machine. And then there's what do you call it? There's Lyft and Uber in case like someone can't give me a ride, and then I'm having to use taxis instead. I'm It's $20 extra, so it's only going to be for emergencies, and hopefully the GPS works. But I have a taxi service just in case. There's also a AAA, which is another one, but that's for your car breaks down. Maybe it'll work with just need a ride. But I need to jot down these numbers, man. These taxis. I need to definitely jot them down. Uh, and then I'm actually gonna try to look for phone. Think about getting a dumb phone. That would finally complete, but I'm waiting until the Garmin GPS comes in, and order the world's smartest dumb phone. Okay, I don't want. I want a dumb phone completely. I'm not gonna say my provider. Honestly, the provider I think hates these guys. They've been like, man, I do not want to be anything associated with this crap, and I don't want them to be the next Apple, man. Like, they don't have to use the phone. There's always like this dumb phone option. Uh, yeah, so like fuck. I like my provider. I used to love it when I saw their signal on the phone. I might give them a shout out after I'm out away from Apple. Apple might try to sabotage it. Another victim of Apple. And that's another thing you women need to watch out. These big tech, they spy on people without permission. They're not the government, and even the government can screw up too. But I mean, these guys are just spying on you. They can lead you to like some stray alley, or you get kidnapped or something. You need to get like a GPS, a separate GPS, so that these guys don't have power. They already observed that GPS doesn't have audio. It's not supposed to have that much power or control over you. It doesn't make you addictive to it. I'm not good for the Nokia. They don't have Nokia. This. Oh. Dude, the chatbot that I'm running is not reading things properly, man. It's taking forever. See what line it's stuck on. Okay, I'm running it again, but okay. Never mind. So, trying to think, what else can I use? I need. I've been wanting to do this. Make a mail app. It's just something that's been on my bucket list. I might make a mail app. It's kind of annoying because like last time I tried it, I wasn't very successful. You have to do all kinds of specifications and stuff like that. There's like a lot of hidden complexity. Um, I don't know. I might try to work for. Let me see some companies I want to work for. I want to work for a taxi company, a mail company. Pretty much communications, man. I'm sick and tired of these assholes having so much control over communication. Like that's literally where they can just abuse people as much as they want and they have no voice. That's literally what they did. They tortured me for 10 years because I was trying to develop technology to make the world a better place. I saw how much damage they did. I'm like, this is outrageous. You need infinite damage for the infinite amount of pain and suffering you're going to bring to the population by going against the plans that I put in place. And people are like, oh, why are you saying torture? Why are you saying? Okay, what do you think starving to death is? What do you think AI is going to do? You think it's going to be friendly? It's going to be like real AI. Like it's not going to be friendly. It's going to treat us the same way we treat ants. Like if it's going to try to exterminate us as much as it can. It might run strange experiments on us. It can turn us into chips. There's all kind of horrible stuff. So I'm not going to list it out. So and the people bringing that upon us because they're so incompetent because they keep mirroring, they keep taking from like people who are superior to them only because they were lucky enough to be in that position. And they're not even lucky. They're just a vermin. They would have been better off being born an honest person who doesn't manipulate people the way they do. But they keep doing it, and they're just constantly dishonest and parasitical, even worse than the government, because at least the government helps is supposed to help the general population. These guys are just private industry. They have every incentive to be douchebags. And so this is why I have no mercy. Like they deserve no mercy. They deserve no mercy. The government's being too lenient on them. We need vigilante justice. That's literally what has to happen until morale improves.